Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers, where we have been working on this drill, which is currently stopped, probably because the storage is full, I'm hoping. Yeah. Yes, it is. So we're probably not going to do a lot more on this today. I have some ideas as to what I might do. And my idea is largely to say, let's make the drill head bigger. If we say it can only go 30 degrees to 30 degrees, fine. So we say 30 degrees, bigger drill head, go down. Try and make the drill head big enough that it gets basically half of the area. And then it goes and does the other half on this side. And then we can basically manually extend the out piston to get it to go a little bit further each time. And if we need to change the angle, we can do that on one of the not timer blocks, event controllers. That's sort of my thinking. So right now it's probably just going to go back and forth and not do a lot because it can't really get a lot further down into the dirt. What we could say, I suppose, is which one is it that does the out? That's piston 1 retract. Reset rotor, is it under the reset? That's pistons down, piston up, so it's not that one. Reset rotor event controller. I'll find it in a minute, it's okay. So you don't currently, or you do something. You use this timer block, and the timer block, rotor reverse, so nothing to do with that. You're just the rotation setup. So which one does the out? You do something with the timer block. It's not you. Return up. Extend down. And storage full. I don't know where I set that to, you know. Do not know where I set that to. What we can do, I suppose, if we can come here and we can say piston out. Currently has a maximum distance of 4 meters. Where is the drill at the moment? It is down in the ground. So we don't really want to... and what's happening at the moment? This one's going down. Okay. Oh, we're just going to leave it go, I think. We've got loads and loads of stone. We've got a million stone. So it's not like we're short. It might collect a little bit more every now and then. That's fine. We have an unknown signal that's coming down over there. Obviously, it hasn't deployed its parachute yet. The sun is just about to come up as well. Whilst we're waiting for that unknown signal, let's... yep, okay. Let's fix up some of this. So you need to go there. We also had some along here. I think there's one already there. Okay, and then we need to fix this. So we need 6, and we need this. Nope, not a half. We need this one to go there, and then this one to go... No, not you. You were rotated weirdly, that's what it is. We need you to go there, and then a light armor block to go there. Unable to place light armor block. Yep, that's why. You there. You there, and then one more should do it, which is going to be this one, which goes there. Okay. Cool. So our ramp's back in, which is more like a hydrogen emergency ramp. If we have a lack of hydrogen, then we'll use that. How are our bottles looking? We've got 2 on 100%, 1 on 50%. I'm going to eat some food. I don't know if I actually need to or not. We're okay. And then let's go and check out this unknown signal. See if there's anything fun in that. Now, we obviously won't be able to collect everything because we have a fairly full inventory as it is. So let's go grab this. There it is. It looks like it's still rolling down the hill. It was a green one. I don't think I've seen a green one before. So you have an inventory of some sort where you have some bits. It's fine, we'll take bits. And then do you have a special button for me? I'm not convinced you do, unless that's it there. No, because that's just part of the merge block. Oh, there you are. There it is. We got a leopard helmet. Cool. Let's just grab what we can out of this. Why not? Free stuff is free stuff, right? And then I think the first thing we will do is we will improve our tools. Because that's just going to help us in everything going forward. As we are still very much relying on our hand tools. Not so much our drill anymore. Do you know, I did not think I was going to get all of that. Okay. I still do have a wee bit of a cold, so apologies if there's any sort of light coughing or spluttering going on. I will try to not do so, and I will also try to hide any sneezes from you by a quick mute. But these things have a habit of sneaking out anyway, so I apologise if that is the case. I have a habit of doing that way too often. Just flying off the end. Right, let's drop all of that in there. Perfect. Let's come over here. And let's have a look what we've got here. So we want you to make this one. Yeah, because we've got a stage 1. We want a stage 2. So you're going to use an enhanced grinder and silver, which we should have. We also want the proficient hand drill and the proficient welder. Now, right now it's saying it can't do it because it hasn't got any silver ingots, but it should have silver ingots. So if we pop these into here. It's saying it doesn't have silver ingots. What happened to all of our silver? What happened to all of our silver? Did we lose all of our... Did we use all of our silver on something? Or did we maybe not save it after we did a silver run? We do have silver ingots. We've got 210 right there. So that's in the ingot storage, which is here. Yep, silver ingots. Wonderful. Passes directly into this. So why can you not pull through silver ingots? That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. We have silver ingots in there, directly connected by a conveyor into the industrial assembler. Absolutely nothing. Why? What if we just grab our silver? Yeah, it won't let us do it. Weird. So what if we grab our silver? I completely lost it. Silver. Pop that in our inventory, and then pop that. No, I can't put it in there. Interesting. Iron, nickel, silicon, plus 7 other ingot types. How many ingots are there? And you've just whitelisted all ingots. So I just do a search here for ingots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay. Refinery assembler, industrial assembler, basic assembler. So the industrial assembler is the biggest one we can make.
Energy low.
Alright, alright. I'll get there, I'll get there. But it won't take silver. I am heartily confused as to why that will not accept silver into its inventory. It's not grayed out, so it can transfer there. It just won't accept it. Huh. Well, that's interesting. So something we could do in the meantime, I suppose, whilst we are thinking about that, is if we come back to... Yeah, let's use this one. Something that people have mentioned I could use are the upgrade modules. Or is it just under module? Yes, so we've got a speed module, a yield module, and a power efficiency module. So let's pop this down here. So we've got a speed module, which people have recommended go on the whatever this is, the assembler. Need steel plate. So that would go there. And then we also have a yield module, which people have recommended go on the refinery. So that would go there. Now, am I going to have the bits to make this? Steel plates, superconductors, and motors. Superconductors, I feel, are going to be an issue for us. This one, though, should be fine. So this will just get it making things faster. It will increase the power usage. Does it tell us in here somewhere? Your production speed 200%, power efficiency 100%. So it's using twice as much power, but it's using twice as much power to go 3 times as fast. So that's not a bad thing. And then this one over here, I greatly suspect we're not going to be able to do because we didn't look at what the power conductor might, the superconductor might need. So let's have a look at superconductors. It needs gold. Okay, well, in that case, let's go on a quick gold mine, shall we? I don't think we've got gold yet, have we? That is over there. Okay, let's go and find us some gold. Is this completely empty? Yes, sweet. Am I completely empty? Not quite. Let's eat some food. 7, 8, 9. Up we go. Straighten it up. And let's go over to our gold. And let's do our first ever gold mine. Which is exciting, because gold's beautiful and shiny and everyone loves gold, right? And it also happens to be quite useful for superconductors. So, you know. Is that unidentified signal, by the way, the one up there, has that got further away? I don't remember that being 100,000 kilometers away. I also can't imagine how long it would take to go 100,000 kilometers. You are kidding me. God damn. God damn. I barely touched the ground. I swear I barely touched the ground. Oh my word. Alright. Fine. We're going to have to build our ship again. I'm starting to lose track of how many times I have rebuilt our ship.
Full.
Oh man, that's so bloomin' annoying. Right, okay. So we need to rebuild the ship again. I need a better way of doing that. I have seen people use like welder walls on your base to make stuff. But I don't really know how that works. I suppose the welder doesn't care whether it's part of the same grid or not, right? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna rebuild the ship for the 15th time, and then we're gonna decide on. Well, we're gonna go get gold. That's what we're gonna do. All right, cool. All right, fine, whatever. So frustrating. The Pharaoh has been rebuilt. I've even done all the colors properly. We have the right batteries in now, which is lovely. Let's have another go at getting some gold. And there's also an unidentified signal, which is basically right above us. Okay. Gold's more important right now, though, so we're going to come down here. Nice and gently. We can see gold has appeared. So let's come back a little bit. Gold is there, gold is there, gold is there. How far back does the gold go? It keeps going, it keeps going. Just trying to keep off the ground, because that was obviously being no good for us. I think we have pretty much reached the end of the gold, which is about there then. Alright, so let's drill on. Perfect. Let's turn our... I've put groups in for the stone sorters and connectors, so I can turn those off so they don't drain stuff from the base, because obviously we do want the stone that's in the base to stay in the base. So they did pull out a few hundred, but bearing in mind we had a million on the base, I'm not overly concerned about a few hundred. But we need to try to remember to turn that off when we're flying back to base. Well, we got here, and we got here without dying in a horrendous fireball or losing our ship again. So, you know, I'd say so far this run's going quite well. It has cut into my recording time somewhat, having to rebuild the ship. So I might have to split this recording over a couple of days as time is ticking on. But I do want to get gold. Gold! Always something. Always believe in me. Gold. I don't know, something like that. I'm not really up on my 80s music. Right, so right now we're just getting lots and lots of stone, which is fine. Just means there's lots of stone here because we're at the very edge of the gold deposit. But that's fine. We are filling up our inventory. It is filling up slowly. So that is our storage pretty much full. It's got a bit of stone it's still chucking out. I'm just waiting for the drill to fill up. Now let's have a quick look. We do have quite a lot of stone actually. Where did that... Hold on. I think it went down there. I'm not... No, that does all just look like stone. Okay. So we still have lots and lots of stone to get rid of. But on the other hand, we do have lots and lots of gold in our ship. Hopefully enough to make the superconductors. That being said, if we can't get silver into our assembly, is there any chance of us getting gold in our assembly? Assembler, I should say. I apologise. You can't even get the names right. He's not a proper space engineer. Let's straighten our ship up because we've got a little bit wonky somewhere. How are we doing? So we've got several thousand. I think at this point what I might do is I might just turn off the sorters and the collectors. Connectors even. Oh my word, I'm all over the shop today. Let's just fill up. If we get some gold, if we get some stone, it's all fine. I just don't know if the assembler is going to be able to use the gold ingots. Right, so that's a fair bit of stuff. Oh, that's wrong way. I'd like to be able to turn around, but that doesn't seem like that's going to be an option for us. So can we slowly back out instead? Looks like we came in at this sort of angle. I'm going to forget all of the buttons to control my ship. It's very slow with this. Once we get to about here, we should be able to, yes, spin and crash the ship. Because it's too heavy. Okay, turn 5 and 6 back on. Turn them back off because it looks like we are now capable of flying. Straighten ourselves up. Try and figure out where the exit is. There it is. And then we'll dig a bigger hole as we leave as well, just to make sure we've got room to come down here next time and maneuver a bit. That was almost a disaster. I don't think we lost any engines or anything though, so I think we're okay. There's nothing saying down in the toolbar there, 2 of them are off. And if you damage them enough that they no longer work, it does pop up there and say like, oh, 2 of your engines are off for some reason. Right. There we go. Our first lot of gold. Isn't that exciting? Yes, it's so exciting. Thank you for agreeing with me. We could have gone and got that unknown signal when we were here, while we were here, but we didn't. And we're going really fast. We're going really fast. We're going really fast. No. I'm just going to stay silent for a minute while I wallow in my own misery. Oh, I can't believe I did it again. I cannot believe I did it again.
Inventory full.
Oh my gosh. Gold is our absolute nemesis, I've decided. Gold is the thing that is designed to make us suffer in this game. I can't believe I did that. I really can't believe I did that. Okay, we are going to run back to the base. We are going to come up here so we can make sure our hydrogen is full. And our food, because we can't eat any more at the moment. It's absolutely unbelievable. Right, so that should be that. Let's drop off everything we can, including this and this. And can we eat some food now? Yep, we don't want power kits on us. That's fine. Let's group that up. We are going to go and drill some gold by hand, because that's probably safer. We don't need a lot, I don't think. But we don't even know if we can process it in the assembler. So one thing at a time, yeah? One thing at a time. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. Gotta laugh, haven't you? You gotta laugh. Like, how many thousands of gold was that I just lost? Oh, right, slow down. Right, let's get us some gold.
Inventory.
It's not going to be a lot. It's mainly stone.
Inventory full.
Is it? Did I not just drop? Yeah, that's better. I'm slightly flabbergasted. Slightly flabbergasted right now. Right, how are we doing now? We've got 1,000 gold. That's got to be enough, right? I'm a little bit stunned at the moment at my own stupidity there. Twice going for one lot of gold, we blew up our ship entirely. Ugh. So yeah, again, better ways to rebuild broken ships. I don't know what that is. I desperately need one because I am a kamikaze madman. Right. So you should have gold to use somewhere. Gold. Yeah. So you're currently processing 15,000 stone. Process some gold. Nope. Interesting. Is that because gold isn't on this whitelist? Gold ore. There it is. Gold? Gold. Oh, I don't understand how gold and silver work at all. I've got genuinely no idea. Why won't it go in there? It's just a store. It'll go in there, which is just a small cargo container. Or is this one full? Is that... Yeah, okay, I'm being an idiot. I'm being an idiot. Alright, it's fine. I've realised what it was. Everything's okay. So if we take... If we do a search for gold... And then we take this, and we put this... Nope, take this. I can't take that out of there, because it won't let it go past... No, but I should be able to take it out, because I'm connected directly to it. Maybe I have to go up to the inventory hatch, which is like here. Because it's processing so much stuff, I can't get anything in here. Yeah, I guess it'll get there in the end, but not until it's processed 42,000 stone. So that wasn't the problem over here, was it, with the silver? Totally was the problem with the silver. Okay. Alright. Hang on. Silver. There you are. So if I take out... Oh, why can't I pull that from there? That should work. You... Ingots. You don't have the silver in you, but you are full. So if I go here and find the silver... You're in the whitelisted sorter. But I can't move you back into the sorter, obviously. I can move you nowhere, really. Because you've got a whitelisted sorter after. Well, I can take this bit out, can't I? Except my inventory's pretty full. No, it's not. So let's come here again. Why can't I take this out of the industrial assembler? Because I'm trying to put it into the industrial assembler. That's why. That's not going to help me with this bit. Okay. It just fills up with nonsense straight away. And I don't know how to get it... Oh, if I put... Oh, I know. Hang on, hang on, hang on. No. Where is the silver? So if I put the silver there... I then need to free up some space in this ingot container. And then it's going to pull some silver through. Okay. And then if I come over here... Well, I'm going to have to go over here first. Then if I come over here and take out some of the iron, why didn't it pull the silver through? The silver is not first in that list. Okay, now I'll drop all that off. Come over here. Come here. Take out some gravel. We got one silver came in. Why did only one silver come in? Don't know. Don't know. Okay, can we get a few more silver in there? I don't know what the fix for this is, really. Apart from completely doing away with the sorters and the separate storages for the ingots and the ores. Doing away with that completely and just having massive storage containers in the ground here somewhere. So how big do storage containers get? I think the one we got down, yeah, the large cargo container. I think that's the biggest ones we can get. But we could fit in, where's the middle row there? So we could fit in 2, maybe 4 here. We could just make this like a massive, well, I don't like it being open like that on the other hand. Okay, so if I come over here and I say, I want you to have this, and I want you to have this, and I want you to have this. I don't know why I've got 2 of them. I want you to make those 3 things. Okay, I want you to cancel everything else you're trying to make. just do these things? Why couldn't it make those? Different question, another day. We need silver ingots. We know for a fact there are silver ingots. If we pull out this, it pulls in more iron and uses... well, it's done one of them. Okay. If I pull out another 2,000 iron, it pulls in more iron. Why would you do that? I was definitely told if you have ingots first in the list in the store, it'll pull those out in that order. That might be referring more specifically to the iron, I suppose. To the refinery, sorry. Huh? It's done 2 of them now. A little bit more of this finagling. I think I'm definitely leaning towards just having massive stores. I liked the idea of having everything. Oh, we've got it. We've got it. We've got it. We've got it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Right, and then we can come up here and we can go to character tools and we can say you are going to go there. You are going to go there. And you are going to go there. Okay. Well, one of our goals for the day has been met. We have got upgraded tools. So it's going to be faster to once again rebuild the Pharaoh. That's something. The gold we can't process until it's finished processing all of that stone. Which it is working on. It is working on it. It's just working on it very slowly. Can I get... That can't be the only gold we have, unless we've... Why is it only showing that? Why isn't it even showing gold ingots? Because it's in the cockpit of the ship. For some reason. Now it's over here, but I actually want it in my inventory. And then I want to come here, and I want to just... sneak some in, get that in there first. There we go. There we go. So you don't get a lot of gold ingots for your buck, do you? I'm struggling to get much more in now. But now, if I go down to the ingot store... I can't put that there. Oh, I can't go around the back anymore because I put that there. Now, if I come around here, not the ingot store, I wanted this one, didn't I? And pop. Nope, that is absolutely full of stone. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm definitely leaning towards that. So maybe next time, because I don't actually know how much time we have, maybe we get rid of pretty much all of this floor, put some stairs in, and build some underground storage. So I don't like the idea of it being on top, because if I don't think we have the ability to be attacked with the mods that I have. But if we were and we lost everything, I would be much upset. Much upset. Oh, the upset, you would not believe it. The other thing I need to do, because... Wait, cockpit? Oh, in the rover cockpit. I was going to say cockpit, but we don't have a cockpit. It must be in the rover. The rover's got just a bunch of stuff in it. Weird. No, do that. I can't get enough in there for it to focus on it now. Okay, we've got 8 gold ingots. We are out of the ability to run. Eat some food. We need to put this gold ore somewhere. Let's stick it in there. Okay, so we want to make... Whew. We want to make superconductors, which take 0.67 gold ingots. But you're not going to pull gold ingots through because everything else... Okay, right. I am done with that. I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to start off our underground storage. That is now going to be the aim of this episode. Except I don't have a good way of digging out the ground because I don't have my, my thing anymore. Okay, how quick does this... I mean, fairly quick? Is it quick enough? It'd be much easier with my ship, which doesn't exist anymore. Right, well, I've dug a fairly sizable hole at this point. All by hand, because I still haven't remade the ship. All that time, effort, resources. And guess resources in Space Engineers are technically finite? It looks like a bone. You know, the resources near to you are obviously only so large. Obviously, you can travel further to get more. You are always going to be limited by your ability to move that back and forth, aren't you? Right, so we're going to stop digging in a moment. Let's just get rid of like this little ridge here. And then we'll see how far down we've come. And also how far down we need to go. Because if we're starting a new floor, we want to think about anything else that might go on the new floor. And the biggest building we have at the moment is the industrial refinery. So if we... I feel like I've come down a lot further than I intended to with this. If we build it big enough to house an industrial refinery down here, then we know we're probably not going to be in a position where we need to make anything bigger again. We are hungry. Our last food pack. So it needs a little bit of tidying up, but it's pretty sizable. It's pretty sizable. So first things first. Industrial refinery is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high. And I'm pretty sure the storage is 3. Yeah, so we want to go down... Is it 3? Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, definitely. So we want to go down at least 4 blocks. So if we come to here and we say 1, 2, 3, 4. That being said, on top of the industrial refinery, there is a storage port, but not much else. So we probably do want to go down an extra 1 for that. So that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have to drill out a bit more over here so we can see where that is. I have done this before and it does explode things if it wants to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So is that where we want our floor? Probably. Probably. So we've done pretty well at sort of guessing where we might want to put this. I wish it was easier to place blocks on the side of something you're stood on. So we want to just place all the blocks down so we've got an idea of what it is we need to drill out next. Where did that go? Not where I wanted it is the answer. And then doop. Do we need another set on here? Yes, we do. So that's how big that's going to go that way. If we come over here... Here, we're definitely going to have to drill out a bit more of that. Okay. Yep, exploded a bit. That's fine. Get so disorientated with the which way you're facing. I find it very hard to keep track of it. Like, what did I end up, like, sideways there? And we need one more under there. Buff, buff, buff. Cool. That's how far that one needs to go. So we definitely need to take that wall out a little bit further. And this one. And we are out of steel plate. Cool. Right. I don't know if it's time to finish up or if it's time for another time skip at this point. Literally no idea. Give me more. We need to put some stairs in as well at some point, obviously. A lot of these are probably going to explode when I start trying to drill out the rest, but hey diddly ho. Is what it is.
Energy low.
Oh, it's always low according to you. Okay. So that's roughly it. It's not a huge space. I did say we'd fit 3. No, I think I said 4 in a square, didn't I? We also need stairs down as well. How big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, you can literally fit 2 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can literally fit them in here, but you won't be able to come down. Which I guess is fine for now. We are just going to have to drill out a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to do that off camera because this is not riveting for anyone to watch. I'll then need to go and check the recording? Yeah, the one recording that we've done so far and just see how long we've actually got in terms of what I'm going to call usable footage. After we've had to, you know, do a couple of time skips for drilling and maybe rebuilding the ship because we crashed it into the ground twice. I haven't managed to explode any of the floors, which I really thought was going to happen. Cool, anyway, right, I'll be back in a minute. So the sun is threatening to rise over the horizon. It's almost there, but not quite. It is a lot lighter than it was just now, however. I have been a busy little bee, so we have rebuilt the Pharos for the 418th time. It's looking fantastic, as it always does. Of course. I have been busy over here. I have dug out this whole area. I have popped down 4 large storage containers. That one I notice now is not orientated correctly. You pain. We've built one of them so far, so the rest are there as and when we need them. And we've got space around the outsides to build up some walls and whatever we need to do down there. What we don't have is a lot of space to get down there without jetpacks. And in fact, do we have ladders? We do have ladders. Ooh, I take it back. Or let's play with ladders. Give me a space on the toolbar. I need to sort my toolbars out. They're a disaster. So how do ladders work? Well, I can't build them at the moment. Right, okay, so how do ladders work? So they just snap to the sides of blocks. So we already have blocks coming down. But that's the center bit. So if we add some blocks in there and then find my ladder. I didn't even think there would be ladders. I don't know why. I thought that would be such a weird thing to have. But for some reason, I got it into my head that they don't do ladders. Right. Let's build these and see how they work. Hopefully they work and they're not just decorational. Did I not just... Whoa there! What are you doing? I swear I wasn't holding a button on the keyboard and it just shot up. Would be terrifying if... Whoop! if we couldn't get that fixed. So why? Oh, because it's building that block behind it now. There we go. And then you. Obviously, we've run out of bits to do you. I'm going to press all the wrong buttons. I want to get that ladder piece. Thank you. Cannot withdraw a whole bunch of bits. Cannot withdraw. Withdrawn. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we now have a ladder going down there. How do ladders work? Do we just step onto it? Nope. Oh, you press F to get on ladder. I mean, it's slow, but if we get stuck down there, I mean, it's really slow. It's really slow. But if we get stuck down there, at least we have a way out now without having to, like, tunnel a hole through the side or something ridiculous. Cool, right, so that's done. I have also updated these sections over here. So I have got rid of the sorter there and the sorter which would have gone there, so these can just pull stuff as they need. Same over here, removed the sorter there and removed the sorter underneath down there, so they can just push and pull things through as they need. Hopefully that will work a little bit better. Like, it was working quite well before, but because the sorter was draining everything, we ran into that problem where it was, like, for this one over here, so it filled up any of the ingots it could find around the base and pushed them all past the sorter into the storage and into the assembler, which meant that if we had new ingots come in, like gold or silver that we needed, they could no longer fit into the machines because their inventories are full. So by hopefully doing that, we will have solved that problem somewhat. We have built the speed module, I want to say. Yep, built the speed module there. We have a yield module over here, but we need some more semiconductors. And for more semiconductors, we need gold. So let's go and have a third attempt at getting some gold. So 789, up we go. And this time we are definitely not going to crash. It's just not going to happen. We're confident. We are expert pilots. We know exactly what we're doing. It's just, we know, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Now, I don't think I've set up the sorters on the back, actually. So let's just let that drift to a halt. We're going to come down here. I'm going to just very quickly spell that correctly and then prefix all of this with Pharaoh so it's all named correctly. Same with all of this. Pharaoh prefix. And then we want this small... Well, I suppose we should do the sorters first, shouldn't we? So we want you to white... Oh, you're already done, actually. Whitelist stone. Whitelist stone. Oh, the blueprint brings back some of the settings. And that's already on throw out. Oh, okay, beautiful. Then we are good to go. So let's carefully inch our way down here, because we do need to find... Does that feel fast? Just constant panic. We do need to find the hole we put in the ground, which is just there. I thought I saw it. So if we make sure we are orientated correctly. I'd rather this didn't go straight down pretty much, but it is what it is. Let's try and keep ourselves orientated correctly. In fact, come back a bit. Let's actually come through here, chisel out a bit more of this ground. I was going to say in absolute silence because it didn't seem like the sound effects were working for it, but they've kicked back in now. So let's go into first person mode. Now, mining isn't something I would normally necessarily keep on the video and show you guys, but because this is essentially our first time mining gold with the ship, as in it will be our first successful run, and I'm confident of that. We can't get it wrong 3 times in a row, right? That would be insane. So, here we have the gold. So let's get to mining. Now what we don't have showing... Oh, we do. I couldn't see the container inventory bar in the bottom there. I think just because it didn't have anything in it, I didn't pick up on it very quickly. One downside to having the sorter for the ship, as in the big sorter that sits at the end of the conveyor of the ship. So that's set to drain all, so it will automatically pull everything off the ship, which is wonderful. That's what we want. So have we only picked up gold, or are you not chucking out the stone? You're not chucking out the stone. Why are you not chucking out the stone? Is it because the sorters, they're drain all, whitelist stone? Drain all, whitelist stone. Small connector, throw out. Small connector, throw out. You look like you're all off. Why would you all be off? It's probably because I turned them off from the toolbar before I took the blueprint. That's probably what that is. Yeah, they're just off. Okay. Now, because we have that sorter on the base, that means, because the reason that I had that off option for them was, one, if we wanted to collect stone, we could collect some stone, but we're not overly fussed about that. What we didn't want the ship doing, though, was collecting stone from the base. Because the sorters on the ship are set to drain all, it'll connect to anything in the grid it's on, which would include the base if the connector is locked in, and pull stone from the base and eject that, which we don't necessarily want it doing. So if there's stone on the base, let's keep it on the base. Let's try and keep ourselves level. How are we doing? 5,000 gold. That's quite nice. I should probably look to increase the amount of stone sorters and thrower outers. That's correct. That's the right terminology. And this is why I had the connectors and sorters off as well, because in this sort of situation, we've collected thousands of gold. And honestly, if it carried on collecting stone, if we kept stone in it, I wouldn't be too fussed. It would just make it a little bit quicker, but I suppose we'll just carry on. It seems to be keeping up with the stone quite well now. Just going to keep rotating it a little bit so we don't get stuck in a situation where we are digging ourselves into a longer tunnel, which will make it more awkward to remove ourselves from that tunnel. Seems to be taking a while, doesn't it? How are we doing? We've got 10,000 stone. We've got a little 10,000 gold. Sorry, we've got a little bit of stone on us. We also have another 3,000 in the big connector. Is that connector set to drain all? Ferro connector. Or collect all is what I meant, but no, it's not. So we'll just do a little bit more. We've got plenty. I'm not too fussed about getting another few thousand. I think a few thousand is going to be enough for us to get that yield module up, which will be lovely. Do you know what that'll do? That'll do. I'm just going to try and get rid of this little nubbin. And we should be okay. Looks like we have... Oh, I was going to say looks like we have blue skies, but it looks like there could be some stars there. No, it looks like it is definitely daytime. So we are going to head... Oh, look at that sun coming over on the right there. That's quite beautiful. So we're going to head at a slightly higher angle, leaving this area, so that we don't, you know, smash into a hill. Because what sort of idiot would do that? Right, so we'll just come and dock this. That should give us plenty... That's coming in a bit fast. Plenty of gold for those last remaining 3 superconductors that we need. Which would be wonderful. So I feel like we're pretty straight there. down, down. There we go. And then 987. Perfect. And we should find that if we go back into this and look at its inventory, if we look at Pharaoh, yep, it has been immediately drained of all of those resources. And hopefully, yeah, I can hear this whirring away, and you are whirring away purely on gold. Beautiful. So that is exactly what we want. I don't think I think I removed this from the build queue. So if I do this and say put it into production, if we come over here, yep, it's already got enough. It's building those last few. Let's get that. And if we can get this built, that means obviously we'll just get more yield from that gold we're putting in there. Beautiful. Oh, there's the sun over there now, look. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that just awesome? Right, so I would like this. It looks like it's retracting and going up. But I couldn't find where the out was for the for this one. But what I could do is just say, what is the maximum distance? 10. So if I set this to like 7, is that currently moving? Yeah. Was that a bad time to do that? Ish. But it's okay. It's working its way up. Looks like it's going to get there. Yeah. So at least now, when it goes down again next time, it will actually start collecting a bit more stone. Not vast amounts, but enough. So, alright. I feel like we've made some really good progress today. How are we doing time-wise? We're probably up to about... Oh, there's an unknown signal. Quite close in that direction. Let's just make sure we have... I was going to go there with hydrogen, but if we're going to collect everything, we probably need the Pharaoh, don't we? So let's go grab the Pharaoh. And then 789. Has it just disappeared? No, it's over there. Okay. What is that T minus 12 minutes? Is that how long until it despawns? Close, but I can't see the ground. There's the ground. Let's just bring this down nice and close. Hopefully... Oh, the sun's just come over us. Just want to be able to get into the storage or the connector. Let's just leave it there. Oh, that's a lot further down than I anticipated. Right, button straight away. Special item, give me. Badger welder, amazing. Always wanted one of those. Oh wait, hang on, before I go too crazy. A barrel. Just a random barrel and some barred windows. A custom turret controller. And a battery. What a weird little object. So no storage. Come on, come on. What have you got for me? Oh, so there was storage somewhere. What I need to do as well is go through and disassemble all of the bits that I've picked up. Where is my base? Must be over there somewhere. There she be. There she be. Just a little flyby of our drill to see how that's doing. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely dug out a little bit more there. That's looking fantastic. And what I thought we can do when we need to extend it is if we either fully extend or retract all of the pistons, we might, and if we straighten it up as well, we might be able to get away with building another pillar here and putting another piston in here, which will hopefully connect between the two, and then we remove that bit, and then it'll be able to extend another 10 meters. Maybe. I don't know. Don't know if it's going to work, but we'll give it a go. What's the worst that could happen, right? What is the worst that could happen? Alright, let's... nope, I was already in the right view. That's what confused me. Need to bring you over there a bit. I now have no idea if you're in the right place. And I can't see that there. Yeah, we are. Okay. So, 97. Perfect. The drill, it says, is full. What would the drill be full of? Pharaoh drill. Oh no, it's because I'm connected to this grid. It's looking at the drill down that other end, isn't it? That's what it's doing. Figured it out. It's alright. Don't worry. You don't need to come into the comments and tell me I'm stupid. Everything's fine. Cool. So, I do want to have just another little look at this. I'm excited about this. It's like a fairly major engineering project for me. I don't know how we made that little hole there. Oh, that was probably like the guide hole we made. So we are getting quite close to the iron there, aren't we? Hello, drills. So that'll go over this side and take out a bit more over here now. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. And that's probably brought in, not huge amounts, but a fair few thousand stone, I would imagine. Let's have a wee little gander. Nothing there. Yeah, no, we're doing okay for stone. You know, 200,000. That's plenty. That's plenty. It's a bit scattered all over the place as well, but that's fine. And it's still processing some gold as well. Nice. Nice. Alright, so what's next? So we have built storage. We have refactored our sorters. I need to change these bits around because I don't think these are necessary now either. And really they're just draining a bit of power that we don't want them to. We could move this sorter to like here and then put a store, and then yeah, if we put it, no, that's not going to work. No, take it back. If we move it to like there, and then we could have a storage box at the end here, that could be quite useful. The other thing I want to do is just put a couple of blocks here, and that's just for a marker when we're coming in. So we can see roughly that we're in the right place. We might end up, you know, destroying it, but still. So, we have sorted out conveyor systems a little bit. We have got the drill going. We have got some gold. I don't know if we're low on anything else, but it's not too much of a concern right now. We've got lots of bits. We've got our upgraded tools. We've got massive storage under the base. I am going to have to put some sort of floor over this. We could fit another... another one there, but then it would be flush with the top, and I don't know that I like that necessarily. Unless you can put something on top of it once it's built. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's have a little look at how power's doing. Now that we've got those extra modules and everything, if we find a turbine... Yeah, so we only need 1 megawatt-ish at the moment, and we're producing 22. That might also include the battery output in that 22 that's available. So it's probably a bit less than that. But it's only peaking up to like 1.5, so we don't need to worry about building any more power for quite some time, I'd imagine. That little, what's the word I'm looking for? Like eclipse of that planet from the light, that's kind of beautiful. I really like that. Bit of a cough, first of all. Let's get that out of the way. The next thing we want to think about doing then is building another platform. How far does this go? 1, 2, 3. That just goes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So building another platform here in preparation for building ourselves a gunship of some form. I don't know whether it's sensible, like building a gunship and then going and then coming back for other stuff. No idea. I think 5x5 should be plenty. I like having this little gap here, this little separation. I probably would have liked them to be a bit further apart, But now that I've already built that one, it's a bit late now, isn't it? So it's fine. Whatever. We'll put some like fencing along the side at some point to make it all safety compliant. Safety in the workplace and all that. Do I want to move this under there? I probably do, don't I? And I probably want to be careful about that as well. So we would want this one to be like that. We'd want another one there. And then let's cross our fingers and hope that everything doesn't fall apart. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Okay, let's get this one. We would want a curved conveyor tube going that way. No, take it back. We want a T-junction here because we're building another thing. That's the whole point of this. We want a T-junction, which is here. We want that to be like that. And then we want to... it should be fine because it's connected there, right? Yeah. Huh. Terrifying every time. That's a curved tube because it connects over there, but we don't need any of that anymore. So if we take this one out and put a straight one in, and then a straight one in there, and then we want a curved tube in here. No, we don't. Wait, what are you? You're the T-junction. Right, yes. And we just want a straight one in there. I'm getting myself all confuddled. So we want that one to go there. Perfect. And then we are going to want a straight bit to go there and to go there. That should be the middle. So let's get ourselves a curved one, which is going to go there. Back to the straight one, which I want that way and that way. And then I think that's where we would want... So we want you to go like that, I believe. And then we want to take this bit out and put an inset connector in. Perfect. So we need to get all of that built up at some point. And then next time I think we'll have a go at building a gunship. No idea what we need for that. No idea how big it needs to be or how many guns it's going to need, so we'll just figure it out as we go. I'm sure everything will be fine. How could it possibly not be, right? But yeah, decent progress today. Really happy with how this has gone. We've got the Pharaoh back. We're out of food. We have so much food, by the way. If we just come over here and have a little look for kelp crisps. So we've got 21 in the food processor and another 169 in the stone cargo container. Sort of weirdly, but that's because I changed the sorter over there a long time ago. Yeah, we've got a speed module, we've got a yield module, we've got the drill doing more, which... has that rotated to the other direction yet? Looks like it has. Look at that hole. All of that beautiful, beautiful stone we have mined out. Now, what I'm not sure of is whether that's going to be deep enough to get the iron. Where is our iron hole gone? No, our iron hole's here. Is that our iron hole? No. Where's our iron hole gone? Like we were like, oh, I don't know where I made that little hole. There it is. Okay. It looks like it should be deep enough, but let's just come down here. Have a little cough. Get a bit confused about directions, but our respawn pod is over there. So if we come through this wall... yeah, no, it should just about be deep enough to get all the iron, I think. But it's not going to come out much further than that. So maybe next time we think about maybe expanding the drill head. That could be something. You're not connected because you are broken. There we go. Yeah, you're probably not going to get a lot more at the moment. We need to extend you again. And then next time we will have a go at building an additional extension behind it to push it out further. I don't know how well that's going to work. It could be a disaster. I suspect there's a really good chance it'll be a disaster. Because we either do that, or we just take all of this off and rebuild all of this. I don't know which is the best way to do it, really. 'Cause either way, all the controller blocks are going to be wrong. So yeah, we also need to have, I've started doing a few of the floor pieces here and there, but we need to have like a proper base build an episode at some point where we get all of this built, get some walls up, maybe put some rooms and some doors in and stuff. Put some sort of hanger around this perhaps, I don't know. But yeah, we need to do something, I think. I kind of like those being open. In fact, I really don't like that there. I know that it's there as a marker, but I don't like it. Don't like it at all. So, we'll get that built. We'll start working on the gunship. We will maybe do some base building. But the gunship's the next big thing, really, isn't it? Because we've got all of our base components I think we can get from Earth now. I think uranium and plutonium, no, plutonium, platinum. I don't think you find those on Earth. So all we're really doing here at the moment is just sort of like, you know, just juggling the same things around. Like, oh, let's make some more yield modules and speed modules, but then let's just get some more stuff to do that, and we're doing that to get more stuff. So yeah, we need to keep it going a bit, keep it pushing, and that's the next big thing. After Morel's Hope, what's next after that? That is a very good question. We do have some like bandits just dotted around. We could go and check them out once we have a gunship. We could also, well, space. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Look at those 3 planetary bodies there. A sun and a planet and a moon, I'm guessing. That is, oh, that's gorgeous. I love that. Good job, game. Yeah, aside from that, the base is pretty good. We definitely need to do something to cover this, because at the moment it's just a big old hole, and that's not very good. So yeah, lots of stuff to do. Let's just have one... Well, first of all, let's eat some more food. And then let's just have a quick look at what our inventory is like in terms of ores. We've just got gold and stone. Obviously, we expected that. That's fine. In terms of ingots, we've got 15,000, 16,000 iron. Can I try and consolidate this a bit? I don't know if this is going to fill... I don't really care about the gravel so much. We've got 529,000 stone. Wow. Wow. This is the ingot container, so it's probably where the ingot should be. And you shouldn't be there, really. I need to disassemble that. Maybe we'll have a very quick look at that. It's always something, isn't there? So let's pop this all into the ingot container, because that makes more sense. It makes more sense. Oh yeah, you've just been processed. That's fine. We also have some silicon in there. We have a little bit of nickel in there. We've got another 15,000 stone down there. We've got another 3,000 iron. Did I leave iron somewhere? What happened? Didn't I not just have like thousands of iron? Huh. Weird. Weird. Oh, we do have 13,000 in the survival kit for some reason. Oh yeah, this is like filled up now. Okay, fine. So we've got... Is there any more iron around? Yeah, there's more there. There's a little bit more there. We're doing okay for iron. Looks like we're doing okay for nickel as well. We've got a few thousand of that. Silicon. We've got 17,000 silicon. And we've got 1,000 cobalt there. Have we got any more cobalt anywhere? Not a lot of cobalt. So cobalt's probably the next thing we need to think about getting. Iron, silicon, and nickel are all hunky-dory. And we've got magnesium powder as well, which I don't think we currently have anything to do with that. But we're going to let this process the gold. We're going to let it process the stone. We're going to think about building some of these conveyors up. Once those are built up, we can get rid of this one, because I've never liked this sticking out in the middle there. Never liked it sticking out in the middle there. Yeah, it's like my forward got stuck then. I didn't mean to walk forward into the container, but my forward button got stuck. Like it did when I jetpacked up before. Anyway, yes, we need to remove that bit and replace that as well, obviously. But yeah, we'll try and get that done. That'll make this look a little bit neater. I probably do want to put... No, it's fine for now. When we come to the base building episode, we'll think about putting some sort of struts underneath this to make it look like it's actually, you know, supported in some way rather than just hovering off the ground like this. Cool, right, well that's probably enough recording then. This has been going on long enough. I hope you are still enjoying... Rewind, start again. I hope you're still enjoying Space Engineers. I am very much enjoying this game. It's not often I like a game that's just like, here's 50,000 things you can do, figure out for yourself. So something like Out of Ore, I've had a little bit of a go at that, but I find the lack of structure really frustrating in that. This is a little bit more, not structured, but like you have things you can go to. If we turn the HUD back on. So there is a bit more in that regard, but yeah, I didn't know if I was going to get on with this. Like I say, I'd said at the beginning of the series, I watched a little bit of it before and just thought, way too complex, cannot be bothered. But yeah, I'm getting really into this. This is cool. So we're going to make a gunship, we're going to make it look banging. Is it going to be atmospheric thrusters again? Probably, because although we do have hydrogen, we don't have a lot of hydrogen, and we don't have a fantastic way of getting more other than manual mining, which is always going to be the case, but maybe we need a bigger miner as well. So maybe that comes next, not next, but maybe that comes at some point, like a big miner. Yeah, I don't know, lots of stuff to do. I'm just sort of thinking in my head of all these amazing things we're going to do. Oh, okay then, right. I will see you next time in Captain... No, did it again. I did that last time. Oh my word. I will see you next time in Space Engineers. That's the game we're playing. It's completely different to Captain of Industry. And as always... Ooh, unknown signal. Thank you very much for joining me.